Will I sell my stocks to invest in real estate? The market is down at the moment, and maybe it's a good time to sell my stocks and invest in real estate. This is what we are going to talk about in this video. I want to reply to this comment from Hidden Yields. I'd be interested in a risk-reward comparison between investing in stocks versus property in case you're looking for new video topics. Well, I have the time and I've received some messages regarding this. I mean, stocks are down, the stocks are in the red. Maybe you see some opportunity in real estate. I'm French. I know the French real estate industry. So yeah, maybe there is something to do over there. So in this video, we will discuss this. And at the end of the video, you will have my opinion. And you know what? You will not even wait for the end of this video. Let me start the first point. If you want to compare both investment philosophy, investment thesis between stocks and real estate, I've been investing in stocks for almost a decade. I've been following stocks for 10, 15 years. I kind of know what to do in the stock market. I start to get some experience. I don't have a lot of experience. I mean, 10 years is not that long, but I know some stuff. I know how to build a portfolio. I know how to analyze businesses. I spent years studying businesses, markets, valuation frameworks. I've attended Warren Buffett's annual meeting in Omaha. I have attended many other meetings all around the world. I like it very much. My edge is in stocks. I know what I'm doing here, and I think it's pretty fun. In life, you want to have fun, right? You want to have some comfort, have fun, and I have a lot of fun studying businesses, being in this sphere of investors. I don't have the same edge in real estate, and I don't want to start from scratch in a new asset class. Maybe I see some opportunities in the real estate industry, but I also see opportunities in stocks. So if I'm having more fun with stocks, why not just focus on stocks? And this is something that I want to say when you assess the risk reward between investing in stocks and property. If you plan to do this for a long period of time, you will have different risks, different rewards, and different kind of fun. And maybe it's not my style to invest in real estate. The second point is talking about the risk reward. We will talk about compounding, right? Stocks compound more efficiently. In the stock market, I can reinvest the profits instantly. If you get some dividends, you can reinvest them the same day. It's pretty easy, it's pretty convenient. If you sell some stocks, you make a profit, you can reinvest immediately. Or if you have inflows of money from your salary, you can invest in one day in the stock market. It's very easy. The compounding works faster. You don't have friction. You don't have much friction if you invest in stocks. If you plan to do the same thing for the real estate, for properties, it's not the same deal. You need to raise more cash. You have a lot more friction. You need to do much more due diligence for a new deal. Every situation is different. So you don't have the same liquidity, I would say. I don't have to wait months to find a deal or refinance a property. I've seen my portfolio grow steadily with minimal effort. That's hard to beat. I like the convenience of investing in stocks. And something, I mean, you wanted to know about the risk reward, right? The convenience of investing in stocks is very appealing to me. The liquidity, the speed of investing, and the compounding. And the way I see, let me write some stuff. The way I see stocks is you start with a minimal portfolio, let's say it this way, and you have compounding working for you, right? And after many years, you reach this exponential curve and you make a lot more money. For real estate, I don't see it the same way. For real estate, I see that you have to start from a bigger amount and it's much more like this, like linear. You don't have this big exponential curve that you can find for stocks. So, I mean, that's my point of view. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. If you are a real estate expert, please tell me. But for example, if I have a few apartments in Paris, they will generate me some rent, a few $1,000 per month. And that's linear. You have a linear curve based on your point of view, that will be like this. Linear point of view, a linear curve, and I don't like the linearity. I like the exponential chart from stocks. So mathematically speaking, I think stocks from a very long-term perspective are a better way to create long-term wealth. Okay. By the way, if you're looking for a complete framework to analyze stocks and build a strong portfolio, I have a coaching program. More on that at the end of the video. The third point, real estate takes time and energy. You know that I live and breathe stocks, right? I'm posting every day on this YouTube channel, so maybe you are aware of this. And maybe I don't have the time to do both or to do real estate. I mean, I'm having fun doing stocks. If you focus on real estate, it will take a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of efforts. Finding deals, dealing with banks, tenants, repairs, prepare work. It's definitely not passive. You need to be aware. If you own some apartments in Paris, you need to know what is happening, monitoring everything. And I don't like the idea of spending hours managing problems, water leaks in Paris, broken boilers, late rent, etc. In Paris, I've had some experience, not me, but some friends telling me they had some problems with rents, late rent, some problems. You need to be here physically to take care of your building, and I don't like this. I don't like the active investing, the active part of this. I prefer an asset that grows without me constantly fixing things. And that's the beauty of the stock market, right? If you invest in Berkshire Hathaway, you invest in Warren Buffett, you literally give your money to Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett is managing your money on your behalf, and is making you richer. You generate wealth, and you have nothing to do. You just invest, buy once, and that's it. If they have a problem, Warren Buffett is managing the problem for you. I'm taking the example of Warren Buffett, but if you are dealing with Amazon, for example, you have Andy Jassy and Jeff Bezos managing Amazon for you. They have a lot of problems, and they are the experts managing the problem. I don't want to manage myself the problem. I just trust people, give my money to people that will compound at a healthy rate of return. Okay, now fourth point, really important. This was the risk-reward perspective. Now let's take a personal view, because you can have some opportunities in real estate. So why am I not doing it? I'm a digital nomad. I don't know where I will live next. I'm still young. I can live in Asia. I can live in some countries in Europe, any country in Europe. I can live maybe in the US. I can live in Latin America. I don't know where I will be in 5 years. So with stocks, I like the convenience. My portfolio follows me anywhere. It's fully portable. If I want to change my residency, and if I want to live in a country, I just take my bag and leave, and that's it. I don't have my tenant. I don't have my buildings in Paris that I have to check physically if they have a problem. I just take my bags and leave, and that's it. Everything is on my phone. The portfolios are completely digital. If I had invested in real estate and I had some buildings, apartments in Paris, I would have to stay around Paris. If they have a problem, if something is broken, I need to check, I need to make some visits, I need to deal physically with problems. And I don't have this with stocks. So I think for a digital nomad, having stocks, it's much more flexible, convenient, and faster. Frankly, that's faster. If you want to live in different countries, that's way better, frankly. I don't want to be tied down to a specific location with physical assets. Yeah, right. 5. Real estate equals active investing. Frankly, I don't enjoy the day-to-day work involved in real estate. I have some friends that are doing this. I start to understand the sector, and they have many active problems. For me, the best investments are the ones that let me not think about them. If you invest in MasterCard or Berkshire Hathaway or Amazon, you just invest once, and that's it. You let them grow. You have much more free time. and that's more fun because you can do other things or in your life. That's why I focus on stocks. You set up the right system, then let compounding do the rest. Yeah, something really important that I often talk on this YouTube channel is, yes, you can invest in stocks, but do it with a proper framework. Do the paperwork, do the due diligence. Once you have done the due diligence and you know the company really well and you want to invest, say, in Amazon, you buy and then you forget, and then you let them run. But I like the right system that you implement for stocks. You do it once and that's it. You can enjoy much more free time after this. For real estate, is not the same at all. You have to constantly monitor the problems. Everything for a chart that is not even exponential, right? So from a risk-reward perspective, frankly, real estate is a no-no for the moment. Conclusion. I'm not saying real estate is bad. If you are working in the real estate, please don't comment bad things below this video. Everybody enjoys their game. It works for a lot of people. It's just not my cup of tea from a digital nomad standpoint. But for my lifestyle, my skills and my goals, it stocks all the way. I like it. And for the moment, I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, you see it, right? I would not post every day if I wasn't having a lot of fun talking about stocks, talking about markets, what is happening, analyzing businesses. I just love the system. And if it's a system that pays. And for me, it's not even work. It's just fun. Frankly, I could do it all day long. I don't take vacation. I work every day. I work every night. That's fine. I chit chat about stocks with a couple of friends. That's it. That's the life I want. And I don't want to overcomplicate my life. I mean, I can have another layer of investment, long-term assets with real estate, but why bother? For the moment, if I can build my whole wealth through stocks, so be it. So be it. Maybe in the future I will make an updated video and I will start investing in real estate because it's safer, right? You have some deals if we have a recession like 2008. But for the moment, it's stocks all the way. So yeah, you have the risks, the rewards, and my opinion about selling the stocks and going into real estate. Yes, you have some opportunities, but it's a completely different game. You need much more capital and it's time intensive, capital intensive, a lot of efforts. And if you invest in real estate now, you want to sell your stocks to invest in real estate, you have to learn again, to reinvent yourself, to learn everything back from scratch. So it will take a couple of years before you become good. And yeah, not for the moment. Not for the moment. So that's it, guys. You have the clear picture. I hope this was helpful to you in case you are hesitating between stocks and real estate. If you like this content, I have an investing coaching program. In this program, you will learn a complete investing process. You will learn how to find good stock ideas, how to properly value stocks, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio. Additionally, you will have access to my personalized guidance for long-term results. We will do weekly calls where we analyze stocks together, and you will have access to my private number available 24/7 for full support. If you are blocked, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need to sign up, no need for your email address. Just click the first link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.